the story of the Women's Rumble was the fact that now the women's tag team division specifically has built up so much. So yeah, Charlotte, Alexa starting off. Nia Jax and Lash Legend are partners.
But they didn't even get to be in the ring together. Sibon dynamics. Chef's kiss, and honestly, well deserved. She's been runner-up twice. We Rumble. She's been in all of the Rumbles. And to finally win it, I am...
When did Nigeria enter the ring? I was like, yo, I need to update my software. When did Nigeria? hey. It's about time. It's about time. Nigeria.
What's up? This is Wrestling with Love.
Your ultimate tag team for all things wrestling.
I'm Lwazi.
And I'm Ati.
Let's get into it. So today we're talking about the 2026 Royal Rumble that took place in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. And joining us for this discussion is a returning guest, our very first guest to come back. We had to run it back, you know. He is, of course, the man who was on episode 13 of the Wrestling with Love podcast where we spoke about WrestlePalooza. He's South African comedian Ndumiso Lindi, the Rooster. I can't.
You got that intro right this time around.
I practiced.
Yeah, next time it's gonna be fireworks.
Fireworks are Rumble. You know, we saw the action there. But you can put on.
I'm good, man. Thank you for inviting me again.
Yes, thank you for honoring the invite as well. Like we loved having you on the last time. We had so much fun. So we're like, for the Rumble, we know why you loved the Rumble growing up. So we had to bring you back for this one.
Definitely.
And actually, like since the last time we saw you, like what have you been up to? What have you been doing?
Oh man, it's just been comedy mostly. Comedy shows. Also, you know, I've been doing what do you call these things? MSC cruise ship gigs.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah. So I was on, like this December now. I was on a ship for 2 weeks.
Sure.
When you guys are enjoying, festive,
you're representing us as a nation. You know, Aban Bakit logo with a man. But you were there.
It is crazy on that thing because you have crazy dreams. She's like, hey, why am I dreaming? I'm like, hey, I can't connect to some bamba.
That's quite an experience, but you were cracking the jokes as per usual over there.
Just doing my shows. Also, I was doing what's the name? Australia's show again.
Okay, and the big dudes.
The big dudes, we had to postpone the Cape Town one to now. We're going to do it now later in Feb.
Okay.
21st of Feb,
Oh, nice. Okay, so you've got that.
But the other ones, bro, it was awesome. Johannesburg, Durban, fireworks. Yeah.
You're cooking. And now you're here to cook on the wrestling podcast. And I love the fact that, you know, we've got a returning WWE fan, basically. The last time we spoke about how, you know, you lost touch, but we love the fact that, you know, you watched the Royal Rumble. So this was so cool. And let's get straight into it. So let's start off with just the setting and everything, because it's not usual actually that the Royal Rumble takes place outside of North America. So having it in Saudi Arabia, Ati, maybe let me start with you. How did you find the aesthetics and everything? We love those in the set.
No, I was impressed, and also just considering when they did it in 20 days,
because they started built from scratch
on the 5th of January. 25th of January they were done.
Wow.
Did you see how big that thing is? The screens, the lights, no, I was impressed. Sorry, one thing about Saudi, because they put on, I'm not going to say actually they put on a show in terms of setting.
Yes,
I think it was out of this world. I could not believe, I can't even imagine being there with all just in jail.
I'm sure even for the superstars as well, they were blown away. Brandu, for you, how did you find just aesthetically how everything looked?
Yes, what she's saying, man, everything, the details, awesome. But never mind that, the people brought the energy.
You're right, actually.
My word.
But here's the thing, that's an interesting topic. I think it's very divisive now within the WWE community, because I think both of us, we felt the crowd was good. And just like you're saying, but they were loud. We kind of like corner even in the middle. They were like, kuma, and everything. Yeah. But there's elements of people online who are saying, but nah, the crowd wasn't that great.
I felt them.
Right? I feel like we felt the same as well. Yeah. The only criticism also might be, but they didn't quite fill it up because it was confusing with the lights that they had by the seats. You couldn't tell. Okay, you go empty. Yeah.
I also like trying to pay attention to that.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, when they do a wide shot, and you're like, are those empty seats or what's going on?
Yeah.
You know? Then they go close and then there's people.
Yeah.
That one. So yeah, what you're saying now is true.
Yeah.
That confused me a lot.
Yeah, because one thing about WWE, they like flexing their numbers on us. But attendance.
Yes.
And I was just like, I'm EP envelope.
He didn't read it out this time.
EP envelope. So I was like, okay, so it probably was empty, but also it makes sense. Like, it is a huge stadium. And we don't know if fandom, Saudi actually, but like, is it that big?
I think it's growing, I would say. Yeah, but maybe not enough to fill up.
To that extent, because that's a huge stadium.
But I'd love to know from them as well, like, because they have lots of stadiums, they've done it in the past by Saudi. Why did they decide, we're going to build one from scratch just for WWE? So,
then if your office is there to Zibaya,
they unveiled new offices, WWE there as well.
You know?
As she said, money, bro. It's like your rich uncle, you know? Yeah, uncle, I'm doing my 21st. Yeah, we're gonna hire a tent. Tent for what? Yeah, let's go to the field there. We're gonna build a whole school for you.
Yes. And it's funny, we were seeing the trends as well. These days, like, hey, no expense will be spent.
The pressure.
So Saudi was just about that. Like, build your stadium. Why not? Yeah, but I thought they knocked it out the park in terms of the aesthetic and the atmosphere. So the three of us, we agree on that. So the internet wrestling community, let's not be so harsh. Maybe the Americans specifically were a bit sour, but like, because they've always had the Rumble. Now it's elsewhere. Yeah. But the green shirt guy, he was there.
Back. Because we couldn't see him. Instead, I don't want to disrespect the culture, but the red and white.
Yeah, the headgear. Let's call it the headgear. I'm not quite sure, but but clearly it bars up high front.
Off the shakes and stuff,
Yes. So it looked like but then behind them, then like crowd we were talking about that was jumping up and down. Yeah. But they got quite a bit of action because now Women's Royal Rumble, 30 Women's Royal Rumble.
Yep.
And number 1 and number 2 were the best friends, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. So how did you feel about those two starting off?
Charlotte being at number 1, shock of my life. But I was just like, okay, Baba Funake, I last long in the ring, because one thing about Charlotte, she's not going to have a short match into 1-2.
Yeah.
But then to see Alexa coming out second, I was like, okay, like, it dynamics, how are they going to be? Because they've also just been like playing this whole like best friends thing. But no, I says, Chikela and Tina, we're going to help each other. But then we saw on SmackDown, but actually they weren't on the same page. Charlotte's like, oh, I'm going to win and you're going to help me win. And then it's like, no, but Nam Difunu win. And there was just like that conflict. So for the two of them to be the ones to start it off, it was like, okay, how is it going to be? But I was so disappointed, if I'm being honest, because they understand about Nizi and they were teasing here and there, but but I wanted to actually say, but no, guys, like, I would have wanted some action, but I understand the concept. Okay, no, will but I didn't even get to see that.
Yeah. So, Prandu, for you, what would you say?
You know what I wished I had when I was watching the ladies' Royal Rumble is more information, like more backstory. Because I saw like when people got excited and when someone walked in and then they say, she's back! Man, I'm missing out on so much. Because remember when I was here, the last time I was here, I spoke about the last time I was a WWE fan. The ladies, there were less.
There wasn't a big focus on them. It was just all China, like you mentioned. And
then over time, of course, the ladies came about, but by that time I was gone.
Yes, yeah.
So I'm watching this. I'm like,
Kuthiwa back, but when we are
exactly, exactly. And then there's twins.
Oh yes,
yeah. I was like, huh? The other was like excited about the other twin walking in.
Yeah.
So I was out. So that's why when I walked in now, I said to you guys, it was a bit of a salad for me.
Yes.
The first one.
Yeah.
Guys, it was easy to catch.
Sure.
With the ladies, I was like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on, who's who, who's partnering with who, the Asian ladies.
Yes.
So yeah, man. So when you now calling out names, I'm lost.
It's all good. It's all good. But it was interesting. The story of the Women's Rumble was the fact that now the women's tag team division specifically has built up so much. So yeah, Charlotte, Alexa starting off. Nia Jax and Lash Legend are partners.
But they didn't even get to be in the ring together. Sibone dynamics. Because that's another thing with the tag teams. Like, they've been on this one, oh no, Tina says, last up because we're closer than you guys. If friendship here was not real, Nina. But it's just like, we didn't even get to see some people actually interact together, because I would have loved to see Ulash no Naya in the ring together. But then again, we did a live yesterday, I did say, I do in a way like that they were protected, because I just want to see more for those two. So to see them turning on each other, I feel like
Wouldn't
it's too soon.
nice, yeah.
Charlotte no Alexa, it's been a long time coming.
I mean, Charlotte basically eliminated Alexa by mistake. But yeah, but now let's talk about actually Lash Legend and Nia Jax. The facts, like, I was surprised Nia coming out so early. I think she was like number 4 or something. But maybe Nyani was constructed on purpose, because Lash Legend had quite the showing. She eliminated Io Sky, she eliminated Charlotte Flair. Those are big eliminations. And the Bella Twins eliminating them. So I think it was nice actually, just like, because Lash Legend on the main roster, she's still fairly new, I would say. So I think, despite you saying that like you would have liked to see the interaction with her partner, but I think WWE was just like, let's shine a spotlight on Lash Legend. Like, Brandu, what did you make of Lash Legend? Rocking her purple gear there, so tall and just like dominating.
That's the black lady.
Yeah.
Awesome moves, first of all.
Sure.
And she stood her ground. She was there for a long time.
Yes, yeah.
She was there for a long time. There was a time, there were 3 of them battling it out, and then she took one out, and I love how athletic she is.
Yes.
And I was actually going for her. I was like, she was gonna take this.
Nah.
There was a time she really picked up. I was rooting for her. It's like she was what do you call it? Going there. The next thing she's out. I'm like,
yeah, that was a bit of a bummer, but a great performance. I loved it.
Great performance.
I think for me, some of the other standouts, Jordan Grace, she had like 3 eliminations. I think she eliminated Lola Vice, Ivy Nile.
and she just dominated.
Boom, right? Yeah. And you made a good point actually when we were watching, because you said, I think they're prepping her for Jade Cargill, because I think she'll challenge her for the WWE Women's title. So I can see that trajectory. But then also Kiana James. When Kiana James appeared, I think she was like number 3. I thought, because the whole time with Kiana James, she's been secretary or assistant guard Julia, one of the other. Yeah, but now, but Kiana James lasted in this match for a very long time. I was like, okay, there's a bright future for her. She did better than the person she works for, in fact. So I thought
Who is a champion.
We're even. So we didn't see much of Julia in this match. Yeah, instead, like you had mentioned, like the Kabuki Warriors, the Asian ladies, we saw they and Mbuzu saying, but she comes very late, number 28, and then eliminates Asuka by mistake. And the whole shtick with them as well is that, so because of Asuka, you can say she's the woman.
Yeah.
And she's the underling, saying, and there's even the whole bit of like, young Molisa and stuff.
Are they trying to create a story there now? Because
I think so.
She eliminated her by
mistake. I think that's where it's going. I hope they flesh it out.
Okay.
And that's the nice thing about the Royal Rumble matches as well. There's so many stories you can build. It's not just about who wins. But now, speaking of teams and everything, I think one of the biggest ones, the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Let me leave it to you there, because we won it from the get-go.
I was like, I'm not buying this nice lady act. I'm not buying Lendokbana or Roxanne. We're a tag team together. Because Ulev, before she got injured, she was like the top star. Yena not dumb, like we're just dominating each Judgment Day. And now for her to come back and she goes after Stephanie, but okay, I'm going after Stephanie's title. And then Chiki, now it's Raquel. And Ulev Ngoku just takes it lying back. Okay, Roxanne, now we're friends. God, Roxanne was with her man. So I make it sense. So like I've been waiting for the turn. I was like, it's inevitable, like it's going to happen. And to finally see it in the Rumble. And I just love how Ulev operates, the way she twisted it. But oh no, they're gonna support me. They're so proud of me. God, she was so slimy with how she did everything. So no, chef's kiss, and honestly, well deserved. She's been runner up twice. We Rumble. She's been in all of the Rumbles, and to finally win it, I am
big deal. Yeah, what did you make of Liv Morgan winning the entire thing?
Awesome move.
Yes, at the end, with the oblivion to Tiffany,
Out of
who
the
came number
ring,
30.
3 of them battling it out.
Yes.
I loved that. Was for me, even for the guys, actually, versus the guys, the ladies lived it out. The last 3, I loved it. Who's the lady in white?
I think in the top 3, ne?
Yeah.
Well, because
Tiffany.
It must be Tiffany because Usol Ruka was kind of wearing white, but also a bit of black. So probably Tiffany, the one who came last.
Yes.
Yeah, Tiffany Stratton. Yes. Yeah.
You know, them like that ringside battle.
Yes.
And then Morgan, that move she
Liv
pulled.
Morgan, yes.
Oh,
at the
my
end,
word,
there, that was cool. That was very impressive.
Awesome.
And you can imagine maybe even the emotions were getting to her because now she's won, and the whole thing is you must point to the WrestleMania sign. But she's not pointing, she's just no ref, so we can do the pyro and the fireworks, But I'm sure Nyani for her it was like a big deal bar because Nyani, as much as yes, WWE wrestling is scripted.
Yes.
A lot, it's real though, because the thing is, they are basically saying, you are the one who's going to headline WrestleMania, our biggest show. We are choosing you. So as much as, I knew I was going to win, but it's telling people, Utalan Sabens, and like now being acknowledged, I think.
And actually thinking back at history, I love, because for the longest time, she was actually a jobber. Like she wasn't really pushed. Kanjalo. She was just in jail. Fakwa match. She didn't really have stories.
Yes.
And then when she finally got the push, she gets injured.
Oh,
but
shit.
We're putting you on top. So I can just understand I had finally made it. I was finally on top. And there were all these plans for me. And now all of that is just gone. So to come back, so I can understand just the being emotional, because to watch. You don't know if you're still that top person because it's very competitive.
Yeah.
With Tiffany was at the top for the longest time. So now imagine Ulev coming back in so spacey when we're focusing on someone else.
Yeah.
You know? So I shame.
Yeah, and also for me, I'm old school like that. That move of hanging on the rope.
Oh yes. Oh, when you're dangling.
That will always be a Shawn Michael move.
Yes, it is to this day.
I don't care who else has done it.
He's the first. It is. They really do call it skinning the cat like HBK, and it was nice. Even on the Countdown show, they interviewed HBK and just talking about the history he's had with the Rumble. He won back-to-back Rumbles, and now he's been the one also Kulisa, the NXT people. So now the fact that Usol Ruka was one of the top 3 is a nod to him. Okay, he's doing a good job. But I do have a bone to pick with that. Usol Ruka, I think she's very athletic and everything, but I don't believe in her in that she should have been in that top 3. I would have put someone else. I don't know. People might come for me for that, but I would have had someone else in that top 3 spot. Even Tiffany, it was contentious,
I was underwhelmed
because there's still Bianca Belair to come at number 30.
And I think to kind of get up, we had expectations for this person. So when Tiffany came out, it was just...
And we didn't even know why Tiffany was off TV, and now Michael Cole, he explains. She had a knee injury or whatever. So she's been out for about 3 months or whatever. But it was okay, cool. But with Bianca has been out for over 9 months, maybe.
Wow.
She broke her finger last year at WrestleMania.
Wow.
And we love Bianca Belair. Come on, come back, So there was that. But you also did mention, people the commentary, especially they were mentioning the surprises. Yeah, having the Bella twins together was a moment because Brie Bella hasn't been around for a long time, and the crowd lost their mind. Yes. So I liked that for her at least. Yeah, but maybe we could have had 1 or 2 more surprises.
Yeah.
I know JC Jane from NXT also appeared, but
and Rumble, another thing that's been actually so nice and gripping about them, seeing legends coming back and all of that. So we didn't really have that. It was just and we don't really have surprises. We know beforehand who's already in the Rumble. So ayikho la shock factor.
Yes.
And on that topic, I will say, because Tiffany Stratton lost Tetanga, she was on the poster for the Rumble.
And it's you've been off TV, so why are you on the poster? You're going to be in the Rumble, you know?
I even felt, she might be a dark horse to win the whole thing, but thankfully she didn't, because she was champion for most of last year. So, let's give other people a chance. So, Liv Morgan, we'll see about who does she decide to go for. By the time this episode comes out, Raquel, her own partner, might be the world champion because she has a match with Stephanie Booker. So that dynamic, something might happen over there. But Brandu with the Women's Rumble, any final thoughts? Anyone else that stood out? And especially experiencing a Women's Rumble for the first time.
The moves, bro. The performance. The ladies brought it. No, the ladies brought it. There was a time, there were 2 ladies who were a problem there. In black.
Judgment Day ladies, definitely.
Oh, they were a problem.
They were running it.
And then there was a time one picked the other one up, held her high, and then threw her off the rope.
Ooh, that might have been Raquel on Rhea, because Rhea was a big elimination. Because Rhea Ripley, she's a huge star as well. So, yes, I think that's the moment you were talking about.
I stood up there. I'm like, come on! Sit down.
I love that. Oh my gosh, sure. And for you?
For me, it was Chelsea Green.
Oh yes, Chelsea.
The moment where Chelsea basically got eliminated, but Walenda on Alba Fire, and Alba Fire is crowing on the ground, and Chelsea's standing on her. So it's she didn't actually get eliminated. So it was another Kofi move type of thing. Because Kofi Kingston, it would be a thing when he'd be doing handstands, walking his hands on the floor.
Oh yes, I remember that.
I wasn't eliminated. So the fact that Chelsea threw her own little spin on the I found that to be hilarious.
Yeah, that was very cool. Yeah, so Women's Rumble, I think overall we enjoyed it. I think that's the general sense.
Yes.
1 or 2 things, of course, we're always going to nitpick. But the ladies brought it, and I think it's great hearing from you specifically as well. But Nyan, they impressed you so much. That's why we've had 9. Because it's now the ladies, they must get everything the men get as well. So Liv Morgan headlining WrestleMania, and it made sense la promo. That's why she comes last. Nala Olive, whatever it is. But okay, now let's get to Gunther versus AJ Styles. Now, I'm sure you picked up with the video package, but AJ Styles is very well respected in the wrestling industry. Way before he even debuted 10 years ago in WWE, he was the king of TNA, the rival promotion at the time.
Wow, man.
He was the best. And then he finally made, and I have to share this personal story for me first and foremost. With AJ Styles, when he debuted at the Rumble, I remember it was at the time where, to watch WWE live and not 3 weeks delayed.
Okay.
I would make missions. I'd have to go to an internet cafe basically to websites and whatever. So I went there and then I saw AJ Styles and I was like, I can't believe it. It was unheard of at the time, but this guy, he's in WWE. I literally ran out of that internet cafe. I'm not even exaggerating. So AJ Styles means a lot to me. It's so this match, just the fact that now it's a retirement match. I was just no. And even in the predictions that we were doing and stuff, I was like, AJ was a winner, man. There's no way it's Gunther in the back-to-back months he can retire John Cena and AJ Styles. So what do your guys feel about the entire match?
I'm not happy also.
I'm so happy. So
I don't even know AJ Styles. Go ahead. He fought though.
Right?
Oh man, he fought. There was a time Orlando, what's his name?
Gunther.
He had that signature move.
Oh, the sleeper.
And you're nah, he's calling it. He's calling it. But he'll crawl and then he'll hit him and then he's off again. But he fought, Shem. You know,
Even had the battle scars. I mean,
Battle
that
scar-
Ndumiso.
yes.
To the blood.
Yes.
Guys, it got AJ. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's that last move where he actually just fainted out. And I thought they were going to do the thing of picking
3
up
times. They're so
then-
inconsistent with
Focus once, yaphela.
Naye wavuka ngokwathi uba, hayibo kwenza ngento.
Wow.
Yeah, I prefer the 1, 2, 3, not just
Yeah.
once, you know. Yeah,
The inconsistencies, I was not happy. And I think enye into mna that's like, I don't want to say aggravating me, but for instance, you like the way you are speaking so highly of AJ Styles, and it's just like they made his retirement, his last match, to be in a foreign land. Like, why was it not in the States? Okay, his hometown,
Sure.
at least where he has his people there to like really like be cheering for him. For it to be in Saudi. Like, I understand that when it's Saudi, if I get imali, but he don't know those people. Like, like, it didn't make sense for me in that
Yeah.
instance. And like, Gunther, I understand what they're trying to do. Kubana, okay, he is the career killer.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, he tapped to Jey Uso. We don't care what he does. He tapped to Jey Uso. So I didn't like it. I found it to be like, ingathi respect man for
AJ, okay,
with
yeah.
how it went about. There was no hype towards retirement.
It was very sudden.
This guy announced towards the end of 2025, man, guys, 2026 is my last year wrestling. Kanti ngo January.
Oh wow, man.
Like, nah.
So why didn't he leave the stuff on the stage?
Great question. Yeah, the glove moment was
Yeah.
interesting. So now it makes me wonder. Everyone is speculating as well. Mhlambi, it's the end of his WWE career. Then he might go back to TNA and then wrestle there. He might go to other rival promotions.
Okay.
But I also personally feel that it should be the end. Like, WWE is the pinnacle. That's just a
Yes.
fact. So now to see him go do other matches, I don't really want that. Like, I would have... I think it's still the end, yeah. So, but it was interesting him not putting
Yeah,
the
that
gloves
confused
down.
me.
Yeah.
So, and he was
Yeah.
like teasing the crowd, and it was like, whoa. But like, yeah, I'm also a person, stick to stipulations.
Yes,
They used to do it in the past as well. John Cena would have matches where it's like, oh, his career is going to be over. Then he comes back the next day or whatever. But yeah, at least now he's properly retired. Yeah.
I thought he was pulling the Leo DiCaprio move. What's that movie? Something Wolf.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah. I'm not leaving.
Yes. Yo, no, but big flung man la retirement.
Yeah.
But I loved what you said as well about he fought, because the fact that Gunther just kept going with the chops, and you could see AJ Pelola Amanda, but he just kept going, So it was sad.
And then there will be a moment he's got him, and he will hit him. He lets go, and then Gunther just hit him with an elbow again, just elbows him, and then he's weak again. I'm like, come on, man.
Right. Yo, what a hit list though. So in the space of less than a year, Goldberg, John Cena, AJ Styles, all retired by one person. Makes me wonder now for WrestleMania, what is the plan for Gunther? I don't know what they're going to do, because you have to keep elevating it now, because you've made him such a monster. So I have no idea where they're going to go with this. But yeah, AJ Styles is done as far as we know.
Literally.
And then we had the undisputed WWE Championship on the line. It was Sami Zayn in his home region, you can say, he's a Muslim. And he was taking on Drew McIntyre, someone he has never beaten, 11-0. And this, as soon as this match was announced, and then we had confirmed we're getting you on this episode, I was like, this is so cool. It's a full circle moment. Because episode 13, Artie and I were complaining. Drew McIntyre is always losing. Hey, we're like, no. And you said, but no, Drew McIntyre, that guy, just watch. His time is coming.
I promise you. So watch out, Drew is gonna get there. He's building up. Give him time.
Hope. His time is coming.
I actually compared his
to Batista.
To Batista, yeah. His journey to Batista, yes.
100%. And within a matter of months, now he's the WWE champion. So, wrestling. you so into the future, and I love the fact that you got to see him. So
it's funny. I was watching this fight, right?
Yeah.
I was watching, then I'm like, I forgot that's McIntyre.
Yeah.
So I'm watching, I'm like, no, man, I know this guy.
Yes, exactly. He's
so
your
they
guy.
show his name, McIntyre. I'm like, yeah, this is the guy.
How cool,
champ. What do you?
Nah, how cool was his entrance? Like,
Yes.
I liked how serious he looked and like the
Yeah.
fire.
He
and
means
the-
business, and it's
Yeah.
not about the jokes. Although I feel like he did go back to his old ways a little bit in the
Yes.
match of like being distracted, goku ufesana no ref, like focus on the fight, and like it scared me a little bit because I was just like, oh, is he gonna sabotage himself
Again, yeah.
Because he's very notorious for that. So hey,
And
Oh,
we were
wow.
nervous because this was his first title defense. So
Okay.
it would also make sense for Sami Zayn to win kind of in his home region and everything. So
Yes.
yeah, there was some nervous times there. Yeah, but take us through more of how you felt about Drew and his performance against Sami Zayn.
I loved it. I felt for what's his other
Sami.
name? Sam. It felt like a bully moment. Drew was hard, bro. Drew was hard. Kept on. He hit hard.
Yes.
And also you felt for the other guy because he kept on feeling that back pain.
Oh yes, yeah, that
You
was
know?
a big story of the
Yeah.
match. That's true, actually.
The
Yeah, and
lower
it's
back
funny
pain.
how he got it because Sami did the dive onto Drew, but then he like hurt himself.
Yeah.
Then from there, Drew was just ramming him on the
Ramming,
side of
yes.
the ring and kept hammering on. But you know, I love this kind of perspective as well because it means they also did their job because Sami Zayn has always been the underdog. So Nyan. That's what they wanted.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so they got that emotion out of you. So I think they did a really good job
Yeah.
with that. But it just wasn't his time.
Yeah.
And I'm glad it wasn't his time.
Yeah.
because Udru Sandoqala, you know. So let's not let him lose the title. And then, you know, WrestleMania is going to be in Saudi next year. Then Sami can win the big one. I think let's wait another year.
Yes.
Sami Zayn fans won't be happy about that. But hey, like it is what it is. But interesting match. I thought it was solid. And I was surprised as well. Back-to-back downers. It's like AJ Styles retires
Yeah.
and Sami Zayn
I
loses.
downer for Mna because I think I would have been more mad if
If you won.
Drew lost his title. And I'm
Sure.
just like, Sandofika. Like after all that hard work, so like for me, right decision, Sami was a bit too ambitious.
Too ambitious. hectic. That's savage. Yo. But I get Drew is doing the most. That wouldn't be the last we'll see of him, but we'll get into that. So now,
Drew, is he Scottish or
yes,
what?
he's Scottish. Yeah,
Yeah,
Scottish
but
warrior.
It's very, very what's it called?
Braveheart.
No, what's the warriors? What do they call them?
Bagpipes or Vikings?
Viking.
Oh, okay.
It's very Viking-y.
Oh yes, yeah. I
Yeah.
think especially with what he was wearing, I
Yes.
loved the entrance. For me, it gave just impressive. And,
Yes.
and you've always loved the nod. He doesn't do the
he
nod
doesn't do
anymore,
it anymore.
but yeah. Oh, Drew McIntyre is just like our guy. Like, so
Yeah.
no, he did well. So now the men's Royal Rumble came through, the main event, and this was interesting. So let's start off actually with SmackDown the night before. There was
Okay.
that glitch where by mistake they showed us, but number one is a Braun Breaker. And then on the countdown show, Paul Heyman, I think, kind of called it out with Adam Pearce. But you know what's going on? And then it turns out, okay, Braun Breaker is number 2. And then Obafemi is number 1.
Opa Femi.
Yeah, tell us your
When
impressions.
did Nigeria enter the ring? I was like, yo, I need to update my software. When did Nigeria? Hey, it's about time. It's about time. Nigeria, stand up.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
But Obafemi, just to give you the backstory as
Yeah.
well. So also from NXT, the developmental brand of WWE. He was North American champion for a long time, dominated. Then he became NXT champion for a long time, dominated.
Really?
Then beginning of, well, actually, let's take it back to end of last year. They tell us he's going to fight Cody Rhodes, who was the WWE champion at the time. So it's like, okay, the youngin versus the old guy.
Yes.
Within 10 minutes, Obafemi was like destroying Cody Rhodes,
Yeah.
war power Cody in the ear and
What?
everything. But then Drew McIntyre interfered. So we didn't get to finish that.
Yes.
But since then, you could just feel it, but he's really on the up and up. Then he relinquishes his title, leaves NXT. And now we're getting these video packages about Obafemi is coming, Obafemi is
Yeah.
coming. Then they tell us the week before he's coming at the Rumble. So I didn't expect
For
him to
him
come
to
at
be
number
number
one.
one.
I was like, yo, okay, this
No,
is a
that-
big
that was
deal.
a statement.
But I love how you were describing him because Nyan, that's what's taken the entire internet wrestling community by storm.
Yeah.
It's just
He's a
Unalando man.
destroyer.
He's a destroyer. I'm the ruler. I'm the mountain you cannot conquer. That's how he speaks for real. For real. Like, he kills it with the promos. Like Obafemi. And it's nice when, we as fans are high on someone and then the company also backs him. And I think that's what we saw there. And he got, I think, 5 eliminations. So it was nice. They were almost giving him a Brock Lesnar kind of build because in 2020, Brock Lesnar entered number 1 and literally one by one, he would eliminate them.
Yes.
Alinde, Ati, who's next? So Oba kind of had a similar thing, but not quite. But yeah, it was an interesting start. Let's talk about now Braun Breaker, who gets attacked.
Who was that?
That's the big question. Who is the masked man? And Triple H is obsessed with masked men.
Yes. Like that is the revealing yourself and your return to WWE. Wonke umuntu nje ubuya emasked kuqala before they can reveal themselves. But I think it is Seth Rollins.
I agree. Yes.
I think it's Seth Rollins. If not Austin Theory, because I believe that Austin Theory and Seth Rollins are working together.
Sure.
So, but because also it was there was that whole thing when Braun, if it's like all of us that are left in the ring, we're gonna put you over. Tina will jump over, win. I didn't buy all of that, so I think Austin Theory, like even the way that he came in auditioning, wanting to be a part of like the Vision after they had just kicked out Seth, and now when you come back, all you're doing is stomping people. I feel like it was making a statement. Like, so I think he's a spy for Seth, like in the Vision. So honestly, I think and if it is, oh my gosh, I don't
play chess, but do they call it a Trojan horse or something? I think the way it's like, something you don't expect when it's like you put a spy there, whatever. Yeah, so. But yeah, that was a huge start. Like that starts with me, and I love that. I was like, okay, we're getting going. Then we had kind of a bit of a lull. Our reaction when Rusev appeared, because Rusev, he was like number 5. He hadn't been on TV for a while, and then he didn't last long. They chucked him out. Your boy Damian Priest made an appearance at number 7. Grinaye had a bit of a thing. And then we had, so WWE has a partnership with AAA, Mexican promotion.
Okay.
And we had 2 people from there. Mr. Iguana, I could accept because he's gone viral with his puppets, the whole thing.
Iguana.
Yeah, but then at number 18, La Parca with the skeleton gear.
Yes.
I was like, and here's what infuriates us even more is the fact that Finn Balor, he's one of the big stars. He had a title match with CM Punk just a few weeks ago. He lost, but then they had a nice moment with CM Punk and it was like, go into the Rumble. I see Finn Balor, go to a Rumble. So it aren't really part of the company because La Parca, come on.
And they're like from the same like company.
Yes.
But the fact that we didn't see La Parca
even Mr. Iguana have a moment
together. So like, what was the point of you guys being here?
So
So Ula, what's this?
La Parca, the skeleton.
That's his style to dance and
that's his vibes and everything. But I don't think it connected with anyone.
Yeah.
It was Basaiqala partnership. So like we're still getting used to watching AAA and everything.
I see phone.
Yo, hectic. I was also surprised Rey Mysterio, he came out very early.
Rey Mysterio,
and then they chucked him out very quickly as well. So I was like, Kaibo, what are we doing with the legend yet,
Exactly.
Come on. So that, but then number 10, Trick Williams. What did you think of Trick Williams? Because he was even fighting in this white coat.
Fur coat.
There was a time when take it off!
Yeah!
Literally.
Whoa,
He's just fighting with it. He's fighting. I'm like, yo, take the coat off!
But he's also just come up from NXT and they are pushing him so well. I love what's happening. But again, he gets eliminated pretty quick by Cody Rhodes. So that was a bit of a surprise.
That made me so mad.
Yeah. You weren't happy about that.
That made me so mad because I do feel like Cody is like forced down our throats. Trick is over. Like the crowd loves Trick Williams, and then to get Cody Rhodes to eliminate this guy, it's like when we're building Cody up even more through sacrificing Trick Williams. So I did not like that. I did not like that at all. I really feel like Trick should have actually stayed a bit longer.
I agree. Yes.
Way longer.
Based on how they've booked him, he really should have.
As opposed to Logan Paul being in the top 4, it should have been Trick in that spot.
I was also not happy with the Logan Paul
top 4
move, but I feel like they did it for for views.
Yes, yeah. They wrote they even 90 million followers on all social media platforms.
Kunini simbona.
And I have another theory that maybe now Logan Paul, he can put his hand up and say, but I'm going to be the leader of the Vision now, because there were an entire group there. Braun Breaker, now he got eliminated so quickly, the first person eliminated, and he was the one who was the focus. But we're fighting for you, but now you can't win the title, you can't win the Rumble. So maybe Logan Paul is that's what they're trying to show us. I think maybe that's what.
Bronson.
That's a good point. Bronson, I don't know what's happening with him, because he beat Roman Reigns last year, but now he's not taking the next step up.
Yeah.
He's just content with being a goon. So that's a bit weird. But it was cool seeing LA Knight's return. Yeah, he came at number 21, eliminated Bronson Reed and Theory. But to LA Knight, kunzima phakwe.
Like, I don't know when his push is gonna come. Like, LA Knight's time has been coming. Like, it's been coming. But I guess he'll just be our $1 million champ. That's all we know him for. Because
but you need to watch, because season 2 of Unreal is out now as well, and they show more of these like behind the scenes stuff. And LA Knight, you see there, Banyani, there's someone that he's really irritated.
Someone that doesn't like him.
Because he makes one mistake in a match, Money in the Bank.
Yes.
And then they cook him. They like,
Like,
and then and it's a meme now, because and he's just
he's so like
dejected. And he's been so popular for so long, but he just can't elevate to the next level. And he was one of my dark horses to win the entire thing. I thought LA Knight makes a return after being attacked by the Vision.
Yeah.
He can win the whole thing, but he didn't last that long. He didn't make that much of an impact.
He didn't make a great impact at all.
So that was a bit of a bummer. So how LA Knight backstage, they're more about the Logan Pauls, the politics there. It's hectic. It's hectic. Yeah.
I liked the move that who's the other guy with. You just mentioned him now. Big guy.
Obafemi.
Bronson.
Bronson Reed. Okay.
The move he did with, is it Jason?
Javon Evans. Oh, I think he caught him then did a...
Javon went up in the air and then he caught him.
Yes. That was cool. Javon Evans, actually. Another NXT call-up, like, so he stood out for you, like he impressed.
Man was athletic, performance, everything.
Yeah.
Because I kept asking myself, who's that?
He's new kid on the block.
Yeah. So you'd have these prominent names, right? And then they will fight, right? Then there's this kid, he just appears and then he's in a corner, stuck somewhere.
Yeah.
And someone walks in and then he appears again.
Yeah.
But when he appears, he leaves you impressed with something he's done.
Oh, love that.
You know?
Love that.
So I was like, hey, who's this guy? Even when they took him out, I was like, no, bring that kid back.
It lasted long. I think he might have been the
really
Iron Man. It was like 40 minutes that he was in the match. So that's good. It means they booked him well. Definitely. Then he left that kind of lasting impression.
Yeah.
So let's hope.
You can say, I'm like, the way he was just bouncing on those ropes, even though you can say, but no, Javon performed like
He did well. Yo.
Oba being eliminated by Brock Lesnar.
That was bad storyline.
Yes.
It didn't live up to the moment.
Yes, I think they could have done so much more.
They could have done so much with that moment, bro. And they faced each other. Timing was wrong because someone was walking in.
Yeah, Jey
so
Uso.
They had to pause it. They had to pause, and then it lost momentum.
Yes.
Right? Lost momentum. Then we were back. Right. Then it was Jey Uso's moment. He did his thing. Then we were back to them again. Right. But now it was like, okay, guys, two Titans, big, strong. Come on, show us something.
Yes.
It was weak moves. What's his name? Paul. What's his name?
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul.
Yes.
Hangs on the rope. My Niger brother. I don't know what he was doing. He's trying to let go. And then he's on the floor. Brock Lesnar eliminates him.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, nah.
Not like that.
Not like that, guys.
It should have felt like a clash of titans.
Really big moment.
That was proper like what's this movie?
Godzilla,
King Kong versus Godzilla.
Exactly.
You know?
We had it. It was there, but they didn't quite capitalize on it. Yeah.
Yo.
That's how I feel as well. And I don't know if they're going to fight each other at WrestleMania now, but it didn't feel like
No, they owe us.
it's
I
led to
broke
that.
my
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
I retire show.
John.
I'm tired of
Because the way ukhutshwe LA no Cody
Literally,
Rhodes.
during Jay's entrance.
Ujay and I was like on our TikTok live I even said but on that timing Ujay was he's taking his time he's with the crowd he's eating and everything.
That intro was so long, right? To a point they had to introduce another person.
And that's
What
what-
he's still doing is
So I thought of Brock Lesnar now is gonna attack him on the outside so Cindy as well because I thought hey, something might happen there but then I get Tribal Chief appears. Tribal Chief says, let's run it back. Can't you know? He's going to hit his own cousin.
Don't do silly things here. Oh, man, was serious. I don't know. Because you're supposed to, it's God mode.
Yes,
Like, this one is
yeah.
these silly things. So, no, I loved that moment.
But what I found confusing again was that, okay, Jey Uso gets hit by Roman Reigns, but then they still end up working together. They do the 1D. And I'm like, Jay, why are you helping your cousin who just kind of bullied you again?
It's that loyalty because Jay, like even during the bloodline, was bullied a lot by Roman. But I'm nobody's beef. But they both ended up being,
Exactly, these foot soldiers.
So Jay Roman unalando ba uzanimamela xa ndithetha.
No matter what.
You know? So hey.
Damn, then Jacob Fatu comes out as well, number 27. And then we have the moment. Drew McIntyre is the one who costs Cody Rhodes. I love how petty he is. He's just like, you will not get a rematch against me. No matter what, I will come from wherever. Claymore. And then he comes out. I know you were happy about this. You loved it. You're like, she didn't want Cody to win the Rumble.
Because too many people were saying, hi, he's taking it again. And it's the fact that when he announced, guys, on SmackDown, and I'm going to take it for the third time. Boo!
Really? Yeah. Because Stone Cold has that record of winning 3 Rumbles. Yeah. People are like, no, it can't be Cody. Yeah. So Cody is going to have to find a way to work his way up the ladder. But I like it. It's something refreshing, you know. I still think it's because now Jacob Fatu got distracted by all of what's happening with Drew and Cody. Gandhi, he's going to get eliminated himself. So that happened. Then I was surprised Penta at number 28 was a bit anticlimactic. Randy comes at 29. And then Gunther at number 30.
And Nancy Lendo of there not being surprises and people declaring, because by the time we were at number 28
I think,
they say yes, but okay 29 so it's just like really those big spots, the last numbers, you're not giving us like that pop. We already know who's coming out. So
So we have our top 4. Logan gets chucked out the way. Randy Orton gets chucked out the way. Then top 2, Gunther, Roman Reigns, Brandu. What are you feeling in that moment? Who are you backing?
Let me tell you now. If Gunther had won the Rumble, I was not going to be sitting.
Who's a boycotter?
I was going to call you guys. I'm not coming.
He was going to make you double angry. But you know what? I kind of wanted that.
No.
I felt if Gunther is going to be in the Rumble, he has to win it. Because now, for him to retire AJ Styles but not win the Rumble kind of diminishes what he just achieved.
No, but it makes sense. You just had a match.
Then don't have him in the match at all then.
That's
the issue.
They should have done
He
that.
shouldn't have been in the match.
Shouldn't have,
Because now it's just like, come on. But they would have strapped the rocket on him. On one night, you did these 2 huge things. I was kind of like, okay, this could be great. But Roman was my pick to win. And I think it just makes sense. It's what's best for business. That's why I'm wearing Roman shirts, my levels above, you know. Acknowledge the tribal chief. But maybe the battle at the end could have been a bit better as well.
Could have been better.
Yeah, I think
that's why I say when I compare it with the ladies, at the end,
the sequence.
Now the ladies take it.
100%.
Roman.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. There's just something about this era where he doesn't have la aura that like he used to have.
You're good with your words, eh?
So but hopefully like it's booked right and because it can be very anticlimactic. Like tribal chief to losing his Dimasa. Can you imagine?
Ish.
No.
I still think some way, somehow, Cody's going to win the title back from Drew. Then we're going to do Cody versus Roman 3 at WrestleMania 42. I'm banking on that. But the other possibility, Roman has the choice of going for CM Punk. Roman Reigns versus CM Punk is a big match.
Yes.
WrestleMania main event worthy. So it's up to the tribal chief, but I'm sure he's going to take his sweet time as well as our announcer after a month. And because just to touch and live. Even now for the Rumble, in the build-up, it was just a video package that announced by he's going to be in the Rumble. He didn't arrive.
Didn't have even the common decency to come and tell us too many video.
And by email and there's a prize, you know. Brock Lesnar, funny enough, he FaceTimed Pat McAfee on Pat's show to be like, hey, I'm going to be in the Rumble and I'm going to win it. But yeah, I think Brock's performance was rather disappointing. But it's like, we really brought him out just to kind of do that. So I don't know. But
there was a guy, I don't know if you've already mentioned him. Big black guy also, but he was in a white tights, mix of colors though. He was not there for long.
It's not true.
Yeah, besides Trick, who else? I can't think. But what about him? Like,
I didn't know who he was, and then I was kind of like listening to the commentary. But I think that was his first one, wasn't it?
I wonder if that's not Trick because I'm trying to think who else.
Who else it could be?
It could have been Trick. Yeah, I can't think of anyone else off the top of my head.
Lawyer Africa new coat.
No, not him. Another.
Yeah, an Afro-Nyan, like a smaller Afro-Nyan, but it's big.
As well, huh?
Yeah. One. Is it blank?
It's a blank. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Yeah, but anyways,
and then also the Mexican guys.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of them.
What's the story there?
What's the
with the mask guys, and then they point at each other, do the Batman thing, the Spider-Man thing.
Oh, Grandes! Thank you for bringing that up. Actually,
they do the Spider-Man.
Do you want to tell the story?
So there was there's Uchad Gable, ne, who wasn't really getting pushed like that. He
went to Mexico. Chad Gable's a white guy, by the way.
He's a white guy.
Okay.
To go get training and all
because he kept getting beaten up by Mexican
and then
wrestlers.
Lomtu, who is El Grande. But Uchad Gable was still present, right?
Yeah.
But then he's like, we were all like, oh, you are El Grande. He's like, no, I'm not El Grande. So basically, he was finding a way to be pushed because he wasn't getting the push of my man as a Mexican, as a luchador.
Yes,
La push afterwards. But then now he got injured. Then a guy who wasn't getting pushed, let me dress up as this guy. And so now the original came back. And Loke, who was faking it, was like this. Also, it's just like, who's the real? So they had that Spider-Man moment.
Which one is this one? Yeah. So that was really funny. And we had called it, in fact, but we need that moment because we knew Chad Gable surely now is going to return. And that was cool. And I loved what you said on our TikTok live as well, but like the OEG, as you termed it. Yeah. So I think there'll be a storyline there. And I was worried at a point, I thought they're going to unmask one of them. And I thought the fake one should have been unmasked. Yeah. So that was nice how they teased all of that. So hopefully they do big things with the two of them. But yeah, the Rumble always needs those kind of entertaining moments. And let's give props to Damian Priest as well with Mr. Iguana because he chokeslammed him and the puppet. And it was like... You're not happy with that one. Come on, give Damien his props. Give Damien his props.
He did have a prop.
I see what you did there. Hey. But yeah, no, Rumble, I think online from what we've seen, it's had mixed reviews. But I still have hope. I still think they've got something. They'll be cooking. They'll be cooking. So road to WrestleMania and we're gonna see what transpires. But Liv, Roman, those are the two people we know they are headlining for sure. So any final thoughts before we wrap it up?
Do better.
Do better, yo.
like I was saying, it was just missing that shock factor. Like being excitement. We knew every single person that was going to be in there.
Fair, yeah. Lots of people were excited, also hoping Chris Jericho was going to return. There was rumors about the contract negotiations, but he ended up not appearing. So I think maybe that's why some people are also feeling a bit disappointed somewhat. It's like, because the Rumble, you want those, big names or whatever. is there anyone from like kind of your era that you would have liked to see kind of make a return? Because that usually does happen, you know, where
Yeah, I can't think of anybody right now.
maybe a Mankind or someone.
A Mankind cannot come back after I saw who's the actual guy who portrayed Mankind?
Oh, Mick Foley.
Mick Foley. I was like, nah, man, Foley cannot go back to the ring. Like,
He's dusted now.
I'm done. In fact, you look at all those guys, you're like, I'm intelligence.
So it's time for the new era now.
It's only the Rock. You're like, the Rock can come. Can you smell? Damn.
We still need The Rock, one more match, because the story is there, him and Roman Reigns as bloodline members, as cousins.
Yeah.
That's a WrestleMania in Saudi worthy match. But Rock, who's busy in Hollywood, and last year he left us hanging because we thought he was going to return, but he didn't return. He just did his thing with Cody and John Cena, and then the Peleles to men. So it complicated.
I almost called you guys with the John Cena thing. I felt that one.
Oh, the retirement thing.
Hey, no, I don't know.
It hit you right in the field.
I felt that one. I was like, hey, I know.
But it moved all of us. It was deep. We're still not over it. It's going to take time to kind of really accept. But John Cena is no more in WWE. He's just going to be like an ambassador or whatever. But he's done. But it looks like, we're just in an era of these guys are all retiring.
Another thing that needs to stop is the lies.
Yo.
Because why did Wade Barrett say on the countdown, Kubana, there might be someone on commentary who's going to make an appearance? Because now you're setting another expectation just for a big return, like to not happen. Because Big E, himself Wade to like come back.
As former wrestlers.
It's just like, okay, not him. So like it also took that away from the people that were actually in the match. So the lies must stop.
The lies. But take us home. That was the Rumble in a nutshell.
What are your ratings?
My rating for the Rumble, I'll give it a 6.5.
6.5.
I was about to say 6 also.
I think so. I don't think I want to ask you your rating. I think they don't get DP in your eyes unless you want to give it.
Honestly, I'd say 4.
I
would say 4.
You're a tough crowd, eh?
No, it's because of like what the Royal Rumble is centered around. The surprises, the big moments, the viral moments, all of that. So it wasn't a Rumble for me. Like it wasn't a Rumble. Like so. And mabaye lendo of people fighting the day before, maybe match on the day, because now that's how you get people to get injured. Umdu anga performing as they were going to, because ngoku usanesa umlenze wayizolo. No, so
and I didn't like that DQ finish on SmackDown the night before. I was like,
man.
But I still have hope.
Yeah.
And I don't want to make a mistake of comparing the Rumble now and the Rumble in my time. You know, it's so unfair. It's like comparing hip hop now and hip hop then.
Sure.
Man, you had the Titans. Then you in one show you'd have a Snoop, a Dre, an Eminem, with Jay-Z or whatever. You know, like big names.
Yeah.
The same with the Royal Rumble. You would have had Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior.
Yes.
Name them, bro. Like big shows and them. All those guys, you know.
Yeah, heavy hitters.
Heavy hitters. You know?
But we should compare, because then that says something about how people are booked now. And bana like nyani, where are we positioning people? And look, the standard should never drop. If it was a thing of bana like back then, there were these big names, there were all these people. Why aren't there big names now? Because why are we not building people to be that big, where it's just
That's
like
a fair point.
So it's the same show. So there actually should be a comparison. It should never be dropped. The ball should never be dropped.
Because I won't like coming back to what you're saying, man. I also picked it up that some other fighters there were fillers.
Oh yes, I think so.
You know?
It was when the likes of like or The Miz would kind of pop in there. Even Ray Phoenix, you could kind of feel, but it's like, wait, what are you doing here? But you're here to just get tossed, actually, and not really make a huge impact. Yeah. So I do get that sense.
And back then, you felt an elimination.
Oh, sure, yeah.
You know, but most of them now, I was watching, was like, oh, that one is gone. Okay, sure, sharp.
Yeah.
You know?
Good and well.
Yeah.
But let's hope the likes of Obafemi, they're going to build on from this.
Yes.
I think he was a big takeaway, getting so many eliminations. With Trick Williams, Sam Tembil, and then Javon Evans. There was that nice moment, actually, when all three guys had that standoff. So
NXT.
the NXT guys, so we'll have to see how all of that goes.
Just like you would say that the Saudis would say Yibambe.
Yeah, he called out a chant that I kept hearing. I thought they were saying that. I was like,
Yibambe.
What is this Wakanda thing going on here?
But that is it for this episode. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Ndumiso Lindi, thank you so much.
Thank you. And I also hope your followers understand your what do you call it? Your direction of inviting me here. Because you've got very passionate people. Your followers, they're gonna be like, but he doesn't remember the names. I should be sitting there.
But you know what? It's a very welcome space, and it's all about also, like we said in the past, actually on your previous episode, we want to make wrestling great again.
And just being authentic about everything. We're not putting on a show. You're being transparent about everything. And night, like we're having a conversation about I see Teti now beforehand, but
it's all about we want the passionate fans who are like, you know everything, but also it's about bringing it back, the returning fans, and just like reminding them by like, okay, yes, Abeko Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan anymore, but like wrestling is still good and fine. Now we're still, we're talking about the Rumble. We wanted this, we wanted that, but at the end of the day, it's all about the storylines and like you want to get invested again, and like and the fact that you had Javon that stood out for you. So that's what it's all about as well. So we want to like just get more exposure basically for wrestling in South Africa as a whole, and obviously the podcast as well. Like we want this to be the hub. This is where we must have the discussion. So but thank you for clarifying in case anyone is disgruntled, any of the subscribers, But we're pushing, road to 1K. That's where we're going, and we're over 5K on TikTok. So please guys, make sure that like you keep following and supporting the podcast and support Ubrantu. With your upcoming shows and everything as well. We want to be there, and Sisonga Klewe.
Okay, guys. That's it from us. Danko.
We're out.